Hi, this is Nathan Lehman. I'm at the Ultra Running Company in Charlotte, North Carolina, and today I'm going to be reviewing this shoe, the Hoka 1-1 or Hoka One EVO Mafate. It's kind of the most recent introduction in their EVO line, which is Hoka's competition-specific line, and there's a lot of aspects of this shoe that make it very appealing for folks in very technical competitions. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, in the Ultra Running Company categorization, we would call the EVO Mafate a comfort cushioned, so it has a significant amount of cushion on it, low drop trail shoe. And it is ideal for extremely aggressive terrain, and we'll get into that as we work through the shoe. This shoe retails for $170, making it the most expensive Hoka currently on the market. And this shoe is an evolution of the Mafate Speed, which came out a few years ago. Prior to the Mafate Speed, the Mafate was a very different shoe, a much more significant and bulky, but equally durable, almost bulletproof shoe that was ideal in our minds for kind of getting to the top of a mountain, maybe on a chairlift or something, and then just bombing down it. So when they moved to the Mafate Speed, their goal was to make it a little more streamlined, a little better for competition, and also keep that indestructible feel to it. So let's dig right in. What makes the EVO Mafate and the Mafate Speeds before it significantly different than any other shoe in the Hoka lineup is just a raucously deep tread on the shoe. This is almost comically aggressive tread on the shoe. It actually incorporates a rubber from Vibram. It's an outsourced rubber that Hoka brings in, and it's called Mega Grip. And the reason that they put the Mega Grip on is it's probably the most durable rubber that Vibram makes, and certainly the most durable rubber that they make available to partners. And it also provides excellent grip in the rain, in wet conditions. The second material is called R-Bound, and R-Bound is what really separates this from former Mafate Speeds. The R-Bound is a proprietary rubber made by Hoka. In the past, they've used something called R-Mat. They kept the naming convention with the shoe, but have gone to their own material. Probably a little bit less expensive for them to make, but more importantly, it's actually lighter than R-Mat, but keeps those really aggressive capabilities that the R-Mat had before. So unlike most shoes, when you see a high density, slow wearing rubber on the shoe or high grip rubber, usually you'll see a portion of the shoe that doesn't wear as well. The nice thing about the Hoka R-Bound, there we go, and the R-Mat before that, is that this rubber wears exceptionally well. So what you're gonna get is a great wearing rubber throughout. My experience tells me that being on sharp rocks, exceptionally technical terrain, you'll get a rock that just digs right in and it does absolutely no damage to the shoe. We're really, really high on the wear capabilities of this product, both the Mega Grip and the R-Bound. Now I won't talk about the brand names on those anymore, but what I will say is that by lightening up that R-Bound, Hoka's goal was to make this a lighter shoe. This is an entirely brand new shoe for most of us in North America. Prior to this shoe, the only thing we could get is the discontinued Mafate Speed from probably 2015 or so. Over in Europe, they had a Mafate Speed 2, which visually was identical to this shoe, but Hoka's goal was to pull some weight out of it as they went towards a more competition shoe. So for those of you familiar with the Mafate Speed 2, you'll find this fit and finish to be very, very similar. For those of us in North America that never had it, what you'll find is just a very, very durable shoe. As we go up the cushion, we'll go to the upper of the shoe, which is this fabric portion. And again, hating to throw out marketing terms, but they call this a matrix upper. What they've done is mixed in with their nylon, they've mixed in some exceptionally durable nylon, actually a Kevlar material, to provide durability and lightweight to the shoe. So while we haven't tried shooting ourselves in the foot, we do know that it holds up very, very well against sticks, twigs, rocks, that sort of thing. So on the actual construction side, this is a near indestructible shoe in our experience. We've put a number of miles on it, actually held off on our review for a while so that we could get to technical enough terrain to use this. Regarding the grip on the shoe, I've personally run up ski slopes with very shifty sand, then migrating into rocks where you're literally scrambling over. The shoe performed exceptionally well in those situations. Really felt like almost I had surface going right into the sand, where normally I would take a step and then fall back a little bit, just like yak tracks or something like that. That's really dug in and gave me exceptional confidence on the dirt portions. When I got to the rocks, the mega grip portion really stepped in, gave me exceptional confidence on the rocks, where you can jump over them and not worry about slipping down, whether they're dry or wet. So from a capability standpoint, it's really hard to argue with this on any terrain, specifically the most technical. Now, many of you will know this shoe as being the shoe that Jim Walmsley purportedly ran Western States in. And while I didn't watch him throughout the entire race, I do know that he had it on in portions of it. In our opinion, Western States probably not an ideal race for this shoe. Western States has very groomed trails in many places, not a whole lot of technical terrain, and this shoe really is designed for the most aggressive places that you can go. Now, two reasons that Jim was able to get away with that. One, if we're honest about it, Jim could probably wear concrete blocks right now and really lap the field. The second is that it is so lightweight that it doesn't get in the way as far as the comfort of it goes. So those are all the great things about the shoe. Let's hit on a couple of things that we noticed specifically. One is the shoe, like many shoes on the market, has a somewhat narrow toe box for our taste. Now, when I put my foot into this shoe, I generally think of myself as having a relatively average foot, not super wide, not super narrow. My big toe tends to come out a little bit on this. I can tell you that in the shop, and when I put it on and walk around on normal surfaces, I notice that. What I can also tell you is that I did not notice it for even a second during 40 miles of really aggressive terrain. Came out of it, out of that 40-mile period with no blisters, no discomfort in this area. So it's one of those rare circumstances where what I see and feel about the shoe is not what I feel and experience in the shoe when running. So definitely a little narrower, but definitely something that you should try on for yourself in that regard before you dismiss the shoe because of it. Second of all, this shoe was designed to be exceptionally lightweight. Hoka claims that in a men's 9, this is 9.6 ounces, shaving about 2 to 3 ounces off of the prior shoe by changing some of that material and changing the upper. Our experience is that it's not even close to that. Our experience in that men's 9 is that this comes in at about 10.3 ounces, so over about an ounce more than the claimed weights for it. In a human-sized shoe, men's 9 is a relatively small size in practice. In a shoe my size, so my big flipper is a size 13. This shoe comes in at about 12.8 ounces. So definitely not a light shoe, but it's important to note that there aren't many shoes that I can wear in aggressive situations that come in under that amount. So it's a very light shoe, just didn't quite live up to our expectations on reduction from the Mafate speed. And finally, just the overall feel of the shoe, we really, really like it. The combination of rubbers in this sole make it exceptionally pillowy as you're running along. That was a goal of theirs, but really not a stated function to make it exceptionally comfortable. Putting this on is like stepping into a pillow, and it is very comfortable in that regard. Nice roll, really confident in the shoe, both going uphill and going downhill in the most technical terrain that we've seen. So all that rubber. The reason for that is it's got about 30 millimeters of cushion underneath it. It's got a 4 millimeter drop, and so it's basically 30 and 34 on the shoe. So that's kind of a rundown on it. Great shoe, expensive, but with the quality materials that you see on this, it's something that's definitely worth considering for folks looking for a lighter weight, exceptionally aggressive trail running shoe. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please let us know, and we will try and get back to you as quickly as possible. And we look forward to getting you out there and running in the EVO Mafate. Thank you so much, and have a great day.